Hey everyone, Cinephile Mike here. We are in season 4 of awards season reviews, counting down to the 98th Oscars with 98 reviews in 98 days. If you don't want to miss a single one, you know what you have to do. Click that subscribe button so that you can be along the journey with me. Today we wrap International Week, our 6th theme week this season, and I'm sure we can all admit, for those that have been watching, 7 very strong films. And to wrap it up, sort of a bookend from powerhouse production company Neon, who distributed the first 3 films I talked about this week, I am looking at It Was Just an Accident. Written and directed by Jafar Panahi, the film premiered at Cannes last May before its Oscar-qualifying theatrical run this past fall. It Was Just an Accident opens on an ordinary night that takes a sudden, unsettling turn. A man, Iqbal, played by Ibrahim Azizi, driving with his wife, played by Afsaneh Najmabadi, and young daughter, played by Delmaz Najafi, strikes an animal on a dark road, leading him to seek repairs at a nearby garage. What initially appears to be a routine encounter quickly becomes something far more complicated when the mechanic, Vahid, played by Vahid Mobasari, senses a disturbing familiarity that he can't immediately place. From here, Vahid needs to determine if his suspicions are true, and so, he kidnaps Iqbal and drives him to the middle of the desert to exact revenge. However, doubt starts to settle in, and Vahid thinks that he may have been too rash in his decisions. Trying to determine the correct course, he will bring several strangers into a very uneasy orbit. Now, these include Shiva, played by Miriam Afsharhi, Goli, played by Hadis Pakbatan, and Ali, played by Majid Panahi, an engaged couple who are in a photo shoot with Shiva, and Shiva's ex-partner Hamid, played by Mohammed Ali Elyashmer. All of these individuals carry their own, we'll save one, mostly all, carry their own resolved memories and scars from this respective individual. And as they attempt to piece together whether their suspicions are justified and they should take certain action against Iqbal, doubt hangs over every interaction and certainty remains elusive. And what follows is a tense journey driven not by action, but by conversation, hesitation, and moral uncertainty. And as the group grapples with these questions of identity and justice and consequence, everyday moments collide with unresolved trauma. The film really tightens its grip, forcing its characters and the audience to sit with the discomfort of not knowing what the right choice is. Jafar Panahi, once again here, proves why he is one of cinema's most vital voices, and he's able to blend suspense, dark comedy, thriller elements, and moral inquiry with such amazing control. It Was Just an Accident plays like a political thriller filtered through absurdist humor where moments of levity don't undercut the tension, but instead make it sharper. Panahi can constantly subvert your expectations, often zigging when you think he'll zag, keeping the audience locked in for the full, breathless runtime of about 100 minutes. Anchoring the film is a superb ensemble cast. Mobasari delivers an incredibly grounded performance as Vahid, an everyman whose quiet desperation makes him easy to empathize with. Afshari's Shiva gradually emerges as an emotional powerhouse, revealing the long-term impact of trauma in subtle but devastating ways. Pakbatan has an opportunity to steal some scenes as Goli, navigating these circumstances, some of which seem very surreal while in a wedding dress. While Majid Panahi and Elyashmer add layers of balance and volatility to this group dynamic. And then at the center of it all, where this is sent to, is you have Azizi's Iqbal, who remains an unnerving question mark, keeping us guessing up until the very end. Amin Jafarhi's cinematography is deceptively simple, but incredibly effective. The camera alternates between maintaining this emotional distance and pushing into an uncomfortable proximity, visually echoing the character's internal states. Panahi's ability to extract such rich performances while balancing thriller mechanics, political commentary, and sharp humor is remarkable. The film's closing moments, I won't spoil, but unresolved, unsettling, it was just an accident, does not end when the screen cuts to black. It is going to follow you out of the theater. Now, let's talk about the box office and the awards. It Was Just an Accident reports a domestic take of $1,726,135 and an international take of $7,926,347, totaling $9,652,482 worldwide. Critically, the film is performing well with a current 97% on the tomato meter from 191 reviews and a 92% on the popcorn meter from over 50 audience reviews. Award season-wise, starting at the peak, Jafar Panahi won the Palme d'Or at Cannes this year. Including its film festival and critics' circles recognitions, It Was Just an Accident has over 100 nominations this season and 36 wins so far. It won 3 Gotham Awards, International Feature, Director, and Original Screenplay. It had 2 Astra nominations for International Feature and Best Picture Drama. It was named Best International Film of the Year by the National Board of Review. It won Best Screenplay by the National Society of Film Critics. And with the same Film Critics Society, it was in second place for International Feature and Director. It was nominated for International Independent Film of the Year by the British Independent Film Awards. It was a foreign language film nomination at the Critics' Choice Awards, and it had 3 Golden Globe nods last week for Best Picture Drama, Non-English Language Feature, 4, and Screenplay. As for its Oscar chances, an international feature nod is almost guaranteed. It is shortlisted there, and I would not be surprised, if it takes it. I think it's pretty much a lock given the clout that it's had. Also, I would not be surprised to hear Panahi's name in the directing and original screenplay categories. The work is that solid. As for Best Picture, it's a contender, but there are so many international films vying in that category as well. I don't know if it has the pull. We're going to see later this week. So where do I land? Well, I'm ending this week strong, and I am saying confidently that It Was Just an Accident is a solid, powerful, 5-star film that you need to see. If you would like to see it, there are still some screenings out there. If it gets a nomination, I'm sure there will be more. Or if you don't want to wait or can't get out there to see it, it is available for digital rental or purchase on most platforms. All right. Thank you for joining me for episode 42 of Awards Season Reviews, Season 4. We're going to be doing this every day. We've got 57 days left, so stay tuned. Join me tomorrow as I begin a new theme week, and be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, drop some thoughts in the comments. You can follow me, Cinephile Mike, everywhere on social platforms, on Letterboxd, and of course, head over to cinephilemike.com for even more reviews and movie goodies. I'll be back tomorrow with the next review, but until then, this is Cinephile Mike saying take a break and watch something new.